It started with that call, a stranger's voice, nervous, uncertain. The kind of tone people use when they realize they're about to step into something they shouldn't. She said my full name like she was confirming a rumor. Then the line fell silent for a moment, before she told me what my family had done. They'd canceled me. Not from their lives, no, that had happened a long time ago. This was something smaller, pettier. They canceled my invitation to my own brother's wedding. And yet they wanted to keep the deposit I'd paid. $65,000. A gesture I made months ago, when I still believed being the successful one meant they'd finally accept me. They didn't even have the decency to tell me themselves. That was my family, always smiling in your face while holding the knife. My brother Adam was the golden boy. Charming, reckless, loved loudly, failed quietly. The kind of man who could crash my car, lie about it, and somehow have our mother apologize to him for upsetting me. He was the favorite. I was the replacement. Useful, dependable, and never quite enough. When he got engaged, he came to me like a diplomat seeking funding. He said, "You've done well for yourself. Maybe you could help me make this special." It sounded like a peace offering. I wanted to believe it was. So I agreed to cover the venue, catering, and hotel expenses. I told him it wasn't about money, it was about family. He hugged me, said, "You're the best brother ever." And for a moment, I believed him. Then came the silence. Weeks of it. Calls went unanswered, emails ignored. My name disappeared from the wedding group chats. I brushed it off at first. People get busy, right? But then I saw a photo, posted by the wedding planner on Instagram. A table layout. Every name card printed and placed. Every guest accounted for, except one. Mine. That's when I called the planner myself. She hesitated, shuffled papers, and finally blurted it out. "Your family said you wouldn't be attending, but they asked if the deposit could stay." Her words were polite, professional, but they burned through me like acid. That was the moment I stopped being the brother who forgave. People assume betrayal breaks you. It doesn't. It hardens you, sharpens you into something they can't predict. I didn't yell, didn't confront anyone. I simply asked the planner to confirm the details, dates, times, suppliers. Then I hung up. They thought they'd taken advantage of my kindness. They forgot where that kindness came from. I built everything they were standing on. The venue, the catering, the hotel group. All of it bore my name in contracts they'd never read. I didn't have to raise my voice. I just had to move my pen. I called my operations manager first, told her to block off the date for renovations. She asked if we should inform the client. I said, "Not yet." Next, I had the catering division resend its services for unresolved payments. Technically true, since the deposit came from me, not them. Then I made a quiet adjustment in our hotel reservation system. The family's group booking flagged for corporate review, meaning every room canceled at check-in. By the time the wedding week arrived, everything was still polished, perfect, on paper. They had no idea the ground beneath them was already gone. The morning of the wedding, I received a call from my mother. Her voice trembled. "Why are they saying the venue is closed?" I pretended to be surprised. "Oh, that's strange. Renovations were scheduled months ago." "Renovations? Adam's wedding is today." "Is it?" I said softly. "I wasn't invited, remember?" There was silence on the other end, the kind that only comes when people finally understand what they've done. Within an hour, my phone exploded with calls. My brother, his fiancé, my father, all ignored. Then came a message from the planner herself, a photo, guests in confusion, decorators pulling down floral arches, the bride crying in the corner of an empty ballroom. I watched it all unfold from my office window, the city skyline reflected in the glass like a silent witness. Adam finally showed up that night, at my apartment, red-eyed, furious, desperate. He slammed the door open. "You ruined my wedding!" I didn't even look up from my drink. No, I said. You ruined our family. You could have just said something. I did, I interrupted. I said I'd help. I said I'd be there. You're the one who said I wasn't invited. His mouth opened, but nothing came out. Just that dawning realization. The kind that hits when you finally recognize the person you underestimated. You cost me everything, he whispered. I smiled faintly. Not everything. You still have each other. They eventually managed to rebook. Months later, smaller, cheaper. The pictures looked forced, the smiles tighter. As for me, I moved on. Sold a few assets, started a foundation, one that quietly helps people whose